problem where Johnson probably can't be removed off this map until he stops having a mental break, which is a legitimate issue. This caravan seems to have an issue where even putting the fuel on it doesn't seem to work, although I'm trying. We'll see how that goes. I may have to cancel that. And this caravan's been here for a while, and I don't think that they have anything on them. This looks like it's just a spot. So you guys go be free, and we'll respec you in a minute. That's a lot of yak. Okay. I don't trust my people to do the whole meat caravan thing. I think I have to carry them out manually. I do get the feeling that I might have to, like, force this group to depart, honestly. What are you guys waiting on? Some colonists still. Dan's going up to have a meal. Of course Dan is. Bloody Dan. Okay, I can't do much about Dan doing that, but I can grab a group of people to grab the meat, because obviously the caravan that's doing the meat is not leaving with that. So let's say, don't do that. We're gonna grab all this meat, right? Whatever rice and other stuff we've got here, I reckon there's an issue with finding it. I don't want Lily, she was just doing this. We don't even need that many people, but we just need a couple of people to, like, put shit in their inventory and walk out. And I don't want them to have realistically animals. You guys can walk out with Alistair though. Actually, fuck it. You guys can walk out as is. I'll send out a different caravan, like Lily and Alistair. You two can walk out together. You can take a little bit of rice and a little bit of the eggs if you can find them. Go for it. Not really an issue. Send another caravan. I think it's just best if I grab, like, inanimate objects, like, seem to be okay, but fucking hell is it an issue. So I think I'm just gonna forego whatever other resources we have. I'm just gonna see if my group can just grab the animals and leave without anything else. I'll just grab, like, a bunch of people that can possibly go and grab the animals. You leave the rice alone. You walk outside with that shit. And then I'll try another group. I don't have many people left, but I've got to leave some people here for, I should do this slightly more tactically, actually. I need to have some people here for the ones that are downed or mentally wandering, because as soon as they're ready to go, they'll go. So I need you guys, and I need you guys to basically pick up whatever potatoes and rice might be left. I think we've got some of it allocated. So you guys grab those and get the fuck out with that. And then I'll see what we've got left in the way of people. Let's save that. So I'm not trying to carry out stuff. I just want the animals the fuck out of here, you know. Never thought of RimWorld as a city sim, but make it work. Well, at the moment, I've got the problem of trying to move everybody out here. We're on the very last day. And I have a lot of glitches, and they always are present when I'm trying to leave, as opposed to, like, just a classic day in the RimWorld kind of thing. But once I've got everybody outside, I've got the problem of moving, like, a caravan of, like, what will be probably 150 people. So, you know, it's gonna be quite an attack fest getting that over to here, you know. And I'm trying to get this place built up in time for them to move in. So we're hoping that that is all ready for them. Oh, hold on. I clicked off it again. So it does have something to do. Is there anybody that's new in? I've been having some issues where clicking off my game and clicking back on is causing an issue. So I just updated Windows 11 and it's fucking with a lot of stuff. I don't know if this is going to smooth out or if I have to upgrade shit. I don't know. So welcome in next. Say hi, but yeah, when. So yeah, hopefully my continuation of RimWorld isn't going to be a whole heap of me quitting in and out every time I want to play, but I assume this week that that's very much what I'm going to have with most of my games, is just start stopping and stuff, because I don't know, it's just been a bit of a dick since I upgraded and stuff, but who knows, maybe it will smooth out, maybe I'll have to actually upgrade shit, I don't know. Got that built. I should have built them forwards one. This is fun. I I don't mind so much if the things behind it just doesn't look aesthetically that nice. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a chicken. Okay, sorry, I just saw like a yellow orb and I'm like, the hell is that? But anyway, my people should be making like copious amounts of food. If Skizza's not too busy, what are you refueling that? Okay. When you're done doing that, mate, I'm going to get you to just do a full clean of this place because I haven't done it for a while. And so far it's like pretty good, but yeah, you could do a foot. And I need to keep putting stuff around. So I've got most of the bedrooms laid out. I'm still putting beds around. So that's still a thing that I'm working on. Ooh, combat supplier, hold on. I hope that's here because I sure as shit don't need it at the other location. Okay, hold on. Corpsey or who's awake at this time? McPherson, no. Hold on, who's in the area? You should have some people awake, they just won't be near it. Lily's left with Alistair, that's neat. Save that. I don't see what's his face. Lasagna could probably do the trade. Hold on, you can do this stuff, can't you? Yeah, you can do shit. You know, not as well as the other one, but you'll be right. Come over here. Oh good, it is here. I was like, I hope it's here and not there, because like I do have weapons and shit in here. I am trying to put all this crap around the place. It's just, it's taking a while. I also don't know what this shadow is. I don't know if that's a roof issue. Zone, roof. Aha, this is not enclosed because I keep absolutely bombarding it with the... I keep sending, what do you call it? Transport pods here. So yeah, I'm not really surprised that that was broken. Let's see. I do need components. Could do with medicine. I don't need EMP, incendiary. Don't need reinforced barrel. I don't really need weapons, but I understand this is a weapons supplier, so I'll come back to that in a minute. EMP grenades would be... I'd like armor, but I don't need that right now. I just sold a bunch of statues, but I could sell more. I could sell them a lot of the little statues. I could sell that one. We have a few excellence and masterworks and stuff around the place. Recon helmet would be nice. Still get us attack though. Smoke pop cap would be nice. I don't trust them with that. LMG would be nice. Now let's sell some of these shit guns that I've got. I also need a couple more of these because a couple of people died and their guns were like basically gone. That's poor quality, 87%. I'll still keep that. LMG, nah, let's actually get rid of the poor quality ones. Get rid of the poor quality. I would normally get rid of like normal quality, but a lot of these I have just enough weapons for my colonists and I still need a lot more guns, so I don't really want to sell too many. Don't need more pilia. In fact, I would love to sell some of the pilia that I have spare. I don't need bows. There's a poor pistol. The recurve bow, I don't need that. More bows. Shotguns, poor gun. Poor machine gun. Poor auto pistol. Revolver. I've got some excellent swords of all sorts. I don't need a little stabby knife or a wooden mace. None of those. I don't need to buy one. We don't need a club. I know I had... Ah, that's a steel knife. I clicked on the wrong thing, but it's fine. I still don't need that either. I also don't need an awful steel knife. So they're all the shit that I don't need. This is about $2,000 that I want. So what do you guys want to buy? Podnoxacillin. I do want the medicine. I do want the components. Components, like, I've only got down to 5. We had like 200 or 300. What else do you want? Because I got statues. Boy, howdy have I got statues. I also have gold, which I am trying to turn over to silver. So I also do still need some of that for advanced components and bionics and shit. So let's not sell too many of these, but I do need flooring. So if we could just... I have a lot... I forgot how much silver I have here. Holy shit. Sorry. I didn't realize I had 13,000 silver. I just saw that. Okay, I think I could keep the gold. Holy crackers. I think I'll just take it up to like close to it. That's fine. I want to keep some of the gold, but shit. Okay. Anyway, I guess that will get rid of some of my stuff. And I hate that they drop them where they drop them, but it is really close by, so it's not really that big of a problem. Okay, so we've got a couple of guns. And I'll get you to haul the medicine when you're done with this. Eddie's having a food binge. Are you over here? I'm not really surprised. Eddie, get the fuck out of the caravan. Everybody else can go while Eddie sits there being stunned about dropping his meat. I think this caravan's still not gonna go. I really think it's not gonna go. So, guess what? Guys are gonna drop everything. Cancel that caravan. I really do mean you're gonna drop everything. There we go. Okay, so they're gonna drop all the things here, and we're gonna turn this into a zone, right? And this is gonna be a don't store shit in this zone, but it's gonna count all the stuff that they just dropped. Mate, what did I just, don't make me cull you. Yeah, that's better. All right. Anyway. It's amazing what a yak will do when it's threatened with a knife. Nobody go around threatening people with knives or fucking yaks and stuff. Anyway, that yak decided to drop its shit. Let's go with... We need another caravan to come out here with probably exclusively those animals. But what I'd like to do is before they grab anything, because they look like they're doing a good job with this, I want all the chem fuel, whatever stuff they look like they've dropped. I think that they might have had the slate stuff on it. I need you guys to grab these. That's not even much. It's like 80 kilos worth of stuff if I don't grab any like blocks and shit, which is great because I really only need to grab like a couple of people for that. Then looks like we'll be able to get out with that. And no food. Cool beans. We'll send one more caravan out that's going to grab none of the food, but all of the animals and a couple of people to haul those fuckers out. And that's going to get them the hell out of the place. I'd like to put stuff on them, at least on my people. The problem is they're going to unpack it from the caravan, so it's just not worth it. If I want to pack stuff onto the caravan, I'd be better off grabbing a few people out of this and sending them back inside because we've got like 3,000 spare on it. But this will get these animals out of here and I'll be able to see what else. Looks like this is everything that they were carrying too. I've already accounted for on other people, so they'll get gone real quick. I don't know what this yak was doing. I guess it was already out here. 2 people mentally broken. Hold on. I saw Stone was in their room. Are you in a caravan? No. Who's mentally broken in your caravan? Gubia and Felicia. Okay. Move and remove. You guys get going. The hard part is when they're all mentally broken and shit is getting them the fuck out of the area. Like, let's take you out of there. Breacal, I want you to come out on your own. Because if I don't, you'll have a mental break. So, Breacal. Also, this doesn't show the people that are mentally wandering, by the way. That's the other fun thing about this. They'll come out eventually. Once they stop having their mental wander, I'll send them out in a caravan and stuff. Alright, so who else is kind of on the verge? Tackles is in a caravan. Barnes looks like you're grabbing an animal. How about I remove you from that and I'll send you out on your own? Like I said, if I need to, I'll send a couple people inside. Barnes can go out on his own. And no food. Whatever they carry out is whatever they carry out at this point. So I'm hoping that they carry out the silver that we took down and a couple of guns and shit, because I'd like to take that with us. But if they don't, they don't. You know, Barnes is going to go eat and then he'll probably leave. Nobody else in here is quite as red as they were. These ones here are like really close. But if we can get them out before they have their break, that'd be great. Get these animals the fuck out of here. We've only got chem fuel, silver, some steel, rice, meat, and some blocks left. And I'm pretty sure we're down for all the pods. All the pod fuel is out. We've got the couple of beds, which I'm not taking with us. Yeah. It's looking pretty good. I could probably move all that onto that one side, basically. There's like fucking next to nothing here. But what I will do is I kind of want them to leave from that side. So I sort of want you guys, all of your beds in here to go. All the beds up the tippy top to go. Now we'll only have these couple of rows of beds over here for the moment. So when they're sleeping closer to the shit. Hopefully. One of the caravans is gone. I want these ones out of here too. Get rid of all the animal beds too, because why not? I know my animals come down for this, but there's really no point in this. You can only grab like 200 at a time, by the way. That's like 484 animal beds, by the way. That's what we've had down here this whole time, is 484. Never been able to do like a really good count of it because you have to delete them to really count them properly. But yeah. Yeah, apart from like food and what is this caravan? Got a lot of animals, no food. It's got some people. Looks like it's got all the yaks coming up to it. It looks like a big caravan though. Merge lot too. Oh, we're getting a huge caravan out here. Like I said, the hardest part for me is going to be getting fucking like Johnson and shit out of here. There's a couple of people also going super red. Not loving that. If I could find where I could grab one of these. I know it's a bit of a waste, but this is what I got them for. I want you guys to send one of that, and I want like Wolverine or somebody to go load that right now. I'll get that sent over, and then we'll hopefully pop it and take down some of their anger. If I can get it loaded quickly enough. I don't know where he's getting that from. He's getting it from the furthest fucking point. Blue mate, can you load it instead? No? Camrod? Okay, why isn't it letting me click on it? If that's the case. That you. Cannot. I don't want to do corpse shit. I just want somebody to load this. What the hell? Maybe because he's doing it? You mate. You're gonna take fucking forever to get down there. Stop what you're doing. Let me see if I can grab somebody else closer to it. There we go. You get that sorted out, because you're closer to it and faster than Wolverine. So then you'll get this up in here, and then we'll get to send it. Alright, you lot merge. They're nearly out. We've got like half the colony out in a transport fucking caravan thing going on. Like I said, I just gotta get Johnson to the point where he can fucking walk, because he's a full tilt liability right now. Nobody can seem to carry him out, and I don't know why that is. Because usually they'll just pick him up and they'll just take them with them, but for some reason they just want to keep dropping him on the ground. I don't know what that deal is. Guessing like maybe they need like a medical bed right next to like where they're going or something for it to count. I don't know. Somebody in that group's about to break, and this transport pod should be ready, I hope. Yes, it is. So we're going to get that sent over. Yes, I want to drop it in here. I want to specifically drop it where people are so it can get used, but I have so few people now. There's people up here. We'll drop it up there. All right. I don't know. I don't want a caravan. Hold on. Fuck off. I want to zoom in, and I want to save, because somebody will have a mental break between then and now, so I'll save that. So hopefully if it can land here and I can get it off so that my people can calm the fuck down, we could be good. Who's in this caravan? There's a lot of animals. There's like 57 animals. Another yak's coming in. 2 more are coming down. Squirrels in a daze. Nikki's bringing them up through here as well. Squirrel's not in a caravan at the moment, but yeah, the hot part is I've got to wait for these fuckers to come out of their like mental break. So the mental wandering, the pigging out, all that stuff, it takes a bit. All right, land, mate. You're forming a caravan moving. Okay, can you go activate that? So I know that they're moving. I don't want to disrupt him for a second. Frankie's caravan has arrived. Nice. Well, let's get you guys moved together. Food binge. Marlboro. It's fine. Alright, everybody should calm the fuck down a tiny bit. All the people that are about to break should be hopefully able to be brought back from the goddamn brink. I hope. Everybody's just like so pissed off. And was it not Opal's master? I should be together with my bonded animal. I could deal with it, mate. I had to like forward send this. So there's pretty much only like people that are mentally wandering, and I can't leave them on their own. Really sucks, and I need Johnson to get the fuck out of bed, essentially. Don't know if I could fix him in some capacity. It's the total inability to function. Victim collapses, effectively unconscious. Wonder if I could put him under full unconscious. Let's just, I can't do anything to him. I was gonna say, if I could make him fully unconscious, that'd be okay, because then maybe they could carry him out if he stops like partially waking up and stuff and fighting it. Although they do look like they've done a good job getting the food out of here though. That's pretty good. It does mean that the meat's probably gone. Either rotted outside or not, you know. Kind of hard with that one. But this looks like it got carted. These were all carted. I don't know. I don't want to click on that. Don't see the point in having my zones and stuff anymore. These obviously until the end because I'm still storing stuff. That zone's completely gone. Oh my god. Stop clicking on it. This zone I don't need. I shouldn't really need that one. I don't think any of them. I think I've still got this here in case they're dropping stuff, but got like 400 fuel somewhere there. So I don't know what that's accounted for. I'm kind of waiting for the couple of last groups to get the fuck out of here. And then we can see what we've got left. If we've only got like the tiniest bit of fuel and food left and silver, then that's what we've actually got left. Pretty much play RimWorld as a big city sim. Oh yeah. It depends how each person plays and stuff. Like some people like to play RimWorld hard and fast. Some people like to do like themed stuff. In this case, tonight's just been like all about trying to move out of here. Like I even abandoned some amount of silver and stuff just because I'm like, it's not worth it. It's not worth the time for them to try to pick it up when they've got no recreation, no tables, no beds, barely a hospital, no medicine. The only problem I've got, like I said, is that my animals are unpacking themselves. So my animals are effectively useless at this point for caravanning stuff out, you know, so yeah, that kind of sucks. I told a table of IRL friends about you killing animals. They're all horrified. Well, most people that don't play like RimWorld or potentially people that don't play like war crime simulator type games would be probably horrified. Like, fuck off, Mo, you're not running wild. Like, most people would be kind of shocked and appalled by what most people do in, like, video games and shit, you know? Like, yeah, it's not, like, a normal thing. As for, like, other gamers and stuff, like, it's on the perspective, you know? They're horrified by your, like, sticky meaty roll-up. I didn't say it was sticky meaty. I just said it's like a, you know, leather roll-up, essentially. I didn't imply anything about meat. It's more about like, I don't know. You look at like the little tiny rolls of the thing. Hold on, where is it? Not in the caravan. I've said this before. For anybody that's new and doesn't understand what the fuck I'm on about. Where is a textile? There's one. Like you look at that, right? It's a little roll of leather, right? It's a, I don't know, a bolt of leather or fur or whatever. And essentially, when you peel an animal, right? When it's somebody peeling an animal. Somebody's peeled an animal in here recently, probably a Thrumbro or a Muffalo or something, right? And there's a roll of, like, fucking leather on the ground. Like, they clearly peeled the animal, you know? That's obviously what happened. I didn't say that was meat. You get meat and then you get, a, you know, peeled animal stuff. You gotta remember to peel your animals before you meet them, though. So, you know, otherwise, you just got, like, a pile of fucking fur and leather that you gotta get through. Which, depending on the animal, that could be good. Obviously not the fur. But, yeah, I imagine, like, if I tried to sit down at like some kind of like a semi-formal gathering of like normal people and was like, so I was playing this game and like you always got to remember to like peel your animals first. Like I could honestly imagine that most of them would think I'm a sociopath because that's a bit out of left field and stuff. But also, I never said that they were like sticky meat roll up. That's you, not me. So yeah, if they're extra horrified, you're the one that add the extra details to that. He's hiding in the room. I don't think he's in this caravan, so that's fine. But yeah. I don't know, there's certain stuff in games that you just don't communicate to either normies or like other people that aren't from the same type of game. Like, if I talk about some of the stuff that happens in other people's RimWorlds, like when my mate Grim first told me about RimWorld, did you know his first explanation for RimWorld was, oh, when you take people prisoners, just make sure that you cut off their legs and feed it back to them in cannibalism, and it stops them from like obviously escaping because they can't run away and stuff. That was my first introduction to RimWorld, was somebody telling me that I should force feed my prisoners their own legs, you know, just so that they don't escape. And I'm like, this seems like a lot of extra work to keep a prisoner, because then you have to make legs to give them the ability to walk later. You know, it seemed like an unnecessary step. But yeah, like the peeling thing, that's just normal hunting shit. I don't know. I have like family that does like beef cattle and like dairy cattle and shit. Like, trust me, this shit's like real tame compared to going hunting for like cane toads and foxes and I don't know, the meatworks in general, and getting real close to Betsy and then finding out that she's about to go get peeled today. You know? Mo, let's not. Mo, you're like all on your own here, mate. I have a psychic shock lance. If somebody's in radius, let's zap you. I don't want to waste that with two people. Hold on. Can you not, McJolly? Can you save yours? And hopefully nobody else shoots him. Hey, look your family in the eyes and call it peeling them and see what they do. Okay, yeah, my grandma and my grandma slaughters their own animals. So that ain't gonna work. And my dad also hunted animals, and my brother and myself and my cousins, we all used to hunt cane toads where we'd like shoot them and stuff. I think you're talking to the wrong family about this, you know. Honestly, it wouldn't faze any of them, even if I was talking to any of them in any capacity. At least Mo's going to just be in hospital for the moment. Hopefully he's not going to be so beaten up that he can't go on a caravan, I hope. Yeah. I'm kind of like, if we were playing Project Zomboid, I'd be the desensitized trait. Because I kind of just grew up in that being like normal. It's kind of like how there's a huge group of people out there that have no clue that, like, you know, cow's milk doesn't actually originate from a carton in the in the grocery store and stuff, but actually like gets milked off a cow, and to keep a cow milkable, you have to make it have calves, and to make it have calves, you have to like obviously take that choice away from them and stuff. Like, real world's kind of brutal, you know. Yeah, we don't go too deep into this topic, all right? But there's like the reality of that stuff. I'm pretty sure that referring to peeling animals in a game is not that traumatic by comparison to like how the real world is. Ginseng, mate, you need to get the fuck out of here before you kill someone. Ginseng, I can see him getting like really upset, and even though I've done the popper, he's still really upset. There's a couple of people like Balimba I could send out on their own. Balimba, where are you? I want to keep a couple of people around to keep my people protected, but yeah, I don't know if the people that are having mental breaks will come out of their mental breaks in time to get in the caravan. She's in a caravan, she's wandering, and she's forming a caravan wandering. Hold on, where is she? It's Nikki. Hold up. No, Broxo. Where are you at, love? Is she up in here? I think she was here, wasn't she? They're all kind of like near the caravan, but I think the animals are asleep. She needs to remove from this, and Leia needs to go out on her own. I've got a couple of colonists that are like really on the brink of just killing everybody. And I'm trying to not have a repeat of what happened at Salvation when one of my cooks decided to slaughter half of like what was left of my colony at the time. So I'm trying to avoid that. And yeah, just trying to find the ones that are a bit too pissed off and getting the fuck